You've tuned in to the unavailing frequency. But don't touch that dial. We've got you right where we want you.
This is Welcome to Harrow, the town that isn't supposed to exist. Account number 8, the paving crew. If you are reading this, and you still think that Harrow is just some static haunted house sitting quietly in the Nebraska cornfield, you need to wake up. The tow truck driver in the last account was right. They found out that they can't survive off their perfect black asphalt, so they aren't trying to adapt to our world anymore. They're converting our world into theirs. I'm an inspector in the Nebraska Department of Transportation. My job is to drive out county lines and sign off on road repairs, make sure contractors are laying aggregate correctly, check the drainage ditches meet the state code. It's boring work, very bureaucratic. But a few days ago, a county office got an angry call from a local farmer. He claimed a crew had been out paving a 3-mile stretch of dirt road near his property line all night, keeping him up with strange flashing yellow lights. The problem was, the DOT had no record of any contracts in that grid. We didn't approve of it, and we sure weren't paying for it. My boss sent me out there, standard issue 2018 Ford F-150 county truck. Go out there and slap a stop work order on whoever was doing the unauthorized paving. I found the road around dusk. The farmer hadn't been exaggerating. As I turned off the main county highway, I saw the fresh asphalt stretching out into the twilight. I rolled to a stop where the gravel met the new pavement. My truck's engine immediately choked, sputtered, and died. The dashboard went completely black. I'd heard about the EMP rumors from these very forums. I'd read the accounts, but part of me thought this was all just some massive internet creepypasta roleplay. But as I sat in that suddenly suffocating silence of my dead truck, the reality of it hit me, almost like a physical blow. The crickets outside had just stopped. The wind completely died. I grabbed a heavy Maglite flashlight and my clipboard, forced my door open and stepped out. The air smelled like industrial bleach and cooked copper. I kept my boots firmly planted on the gravel, refusing to step 1 inch out into that black asphalt. I shined my flashlight down the road. About a quarter-mile away, bathed in that sickly, bruised yellow light, was the paving crew. I started walking down the shoulder, keeping to the dirt and the prairie grass parallel to the new road. As I got closer, the sheer wrongness of their operation became clear. Paving a road is a violently loud, chaotic process. You have dump trucks backing up, asphalt pavers are roaring, steel drum rollers vibrating the ground, men shouting over the noise. But this crew was completely and utterly silent. There were no dump trucks. There was only one machine, a massive monolithic block of matte black metal, vaguely resembling a steamroller. It had no exhaust pipes, no headlights, no branding whatsoever. It just glided forward, moving at a steady crawl. It wasn't laying asphalt, it was converting the earth. I'd never seen anything like this before. As the front of the massive machine passed over the rutted dirt and the gravel, the ground beneath it literally changed on a molecular level. It didn't pour hot tar, the dirt simply dissolved into the flawless jet black room temperature surface. Walking behind the machine were workers, about 20 of them. They were dressed in spotless, unsoiled, high-visibility orange vests and hard hats. They weren't walking, they were gliding. Swish, swish, swish. Their heads stayed perfectly level. Some of them, they held shovels and rakes, and they mimicked the motions of road workers. They would swing a rake through the air 2 inches above the pristine asphalt, their arms looping in stiff robotic pantomimes. I stopped walking. I was about 50 feet away. I was hidden in the tall prairie grass on the shoulder. I was terrified to even breathe. One of the workers, a man holding a clipboard that looked suspiciously like mine, suddenly stopped his gliding. He didn't turn his body. His neck just swiveled, pivoting 180 degrees to look directly into the dark grass where I was standing. His face was terribly smooth, his eyes flat brown discs. "An observer is present in the unformatted zone," he announced. His voice was a booming, synthesized drone that echoed across the dead air. Every single worker stopped in perfect unison, and their heads snapped towards me. "We require the biological template," a woman in a hard hat stated. "The Foundation must be populated. Capture the template." They stepped off the road. I expected them to collapse the moment their bodies hit the dirt, just like the guy in the trench coat from the last story. But they didn't. They hitched, they stuttered. Their smooth glides turned into violently jerky mechanical stumbles, like stop-action animation, but they didn't melt. They kept coming. They seemed to be upgrading. They've built enough tolerance to our reality to survive off the asphalt for short bursts of times. They're fighting through the crushing weight of our physics. Their joints are popping and cracking with every jagged step. Their faces twitching wildly. I dropped my clipboard and all I could do was run. I sprinted through the tall grass, my heart hammering in my throat, aiming for the dark silhouette of my dead county truck in the distance. Behind me I could hear them tearing through the brush. It wasn't the sound of humans running, it was the sound of heavy, unyielding machinery crashing blindly through obstacles. "Submit to the formatting," the synchronized voices chanted in a staggering, glitching chorus behind me. "The town must grow! The town must grow!" I reached the dirt road, vaulting over the ditch and sprinting past my useless truck. I didn't stop. I ran a full 2 miles down the gravel road in the pitch black until my lungs were screaming and I finally saw the headlights of a passing tractor. I quit my job the next morning. I am moving my family to Colorado this weekend. I checked the state maps before I lost my access to the DOT servers. If you draw a line from the original reported location of Harrow, following the path of that new black asphalt, it's heading directly for Interstate 80. They aren't just trapping the people who take a wrong turn anymore. They're building something new. A runway right to the main artery of the country. And once that black asphalt connects to the interstate, they won't just be a ghost town anymore. They will be a plague.